What's good, YouTubers? My name's Gib The Great. Welcome back to a new episode of the Pokemon X and Y Soul Link Wonderlocke. In the last episode, you guys, as you can clearly see, we gained access to Team Flare's secret headquarters, and we are actually, in this episode, we're going to capture Yveltal, but we're not going to use Yveltal or Xerneas in our upcoming battle against Lysandre, because you know, they're overpowered Pokemon, and I know that it asks you to, if it actually wants you to, you know, not WonderTrade it, like use it in your party in your upcoming battle, but we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that because Yveltal doesn't have a slot in our team, so we're not gonna go ahead. We're not gonna go ahead and put it in our party for this upcoming battle, you guys, because once we get the chance to, we're going to want to trade Yveltal and Xerneas off. As much as I would like to keep them, if they're like a decent nature in, you know, if they've got decent natures and everything, I may keep them. But obviously, what that means is that, you know, there won't be an encounter from this, you know, from this event and what have you. So, I think today's going to be kind of a shorter episode because I really want to concentrate on the Lysandre battle and obviously going through my head and what have you, because if you guys seen the Pokemon Y Wonder Type Lock, sorry, then you'll know that this battle caused us some concerns and some troubles, and I think made us lose a very important member to our team. But great, now they can't use the ultimate weapon. You're amazing, Chican. A legendary Pokemon wanting to be your friend like that is unbelievable. What a startling development. I never thought that you were really a chosen one. So this is a mighty Yveltal. I expected more from a Pokemon called a legend. You desire help from people. You need help from a human. But what's really going on in that outfit? Is that really you, Lysandre? Oh, whatever. What are you doing here? For me, victory is using the ultimate weapon. In order to do that, I need to reclaim the legendary Pokemon's power and send it to that weapon once again. I'll be taking the legendary Pokemon back now. This time, I won't lose. I too shall use the Mega Ring and Mega Stone that you researched during your travels. This is it, guys. The final battle with Lysandre. And I am a nervous person. Like, oh my god. And if you've just seen there, we've just led off with X-Cloud as well, which I thought we were going to gain experience from catching Yveltal, but, you know, so this just gives Lysandre a free sword stance if he really wants to, so I don't really know who to go into here. I'm thinking going into our most reliable Pokemon, which is of course Gardevoir, because if he decides to go for the high jump kick, we do quad resist that, being Psychic and Fairy, so you know, we should be looking pretty good for ourselves. Yep, there's a high jump kick. Obviously, we don't have a ghost typing to go into in this game anyway, so not much we can do about that, but let's go ahead and go for the Psychic. This should knock out Mienshao. Obviously, Mienshao is a fast Pokemon, so it's of course going to outspeed us, but, you know, it's pretty, with pretty being fast and pretty being offensive, it is pretty frail on the defensive side, so, you know, Psychic should easily took it out. Alright, Honchkrow. Honchkrow. I'm gonna go into Togekiss for this one, just because we do have the neutral damage to being dark, with being Psychic and Fairy, so, you know, I'm not really looking forward to, like, Sucker Punch or Nasty Plot or something, so I'm just gonna go for the Dazzling Gleam, you know, stab damage. We do outspeed, so I wonder how much damage this is actually gonna do. It's actually gonna knock out Honchkrow. And of course, you guys, we do have that upcoming threat of Mega Gyarados as well. So, again, not looking forward to that. I'm really not looking forward to that. And just seeing how we approach that as well. So, yeah, that's going to be interesting, shall we say the least. So, going into Golem for his Pyro here. Obviously got a nerve, so hopefully if the Quick Claw pops, I don't know whether the thing's or not, it's got a grass move. No, it's just going to go straight for the Fire Blast. Okay, so that's good. We should be able to eat that up because we are resisted to it. And we don't have especially good, you know, good special defense, but, you know, our physical defense is off the charts, so obviously we can't stay in because we are quad weak to water against this Gyarados, and obviously it's going to be Mega Gyarados as well, so now here it comes. I know for a fact And the base Gyarados has, I think it's got Waterfall, Ice Fang, Earthquake, and Iron Head. So, 2 very threatening moves right there. Well, actually, they're all pretty threatening because Waterfall is Stab. So, that at the very most does 120 base damage, whether or not it's resisted or neutral. Ice Fang is obviously type coverage, so's Earthquake, but Earthquake is 100 base damage. And then Iron Head is just for those fairy types out there, so... how do we approach this? Oh my god. Because we don't have the most physically defensive team. That's all I'm thinking of. We really don't have the most physically offensive team. I should have really set up Toxic Spikes with Tentacle because then we could have Venoshocked it, but... Togekiss, what's your physical defense like? Because I don't know whether or not you'll be able to take an Iron Head. Your physical defense is actually okay for, you know, for matching your special defense. Your special defense is 20 points higher. But looking at that, I think you should be able to take a Iron Head just fine. And obviously, the Intimidate is an Infectus as well, so... Effectus, not Infectus, sorry. So... just gonna go straight forward, just gonna go for the Dazzling Gleam. Oh god. Mega Gyarados Trap. Oh god. It's gonna go for the Iron Head. But we do have speed. Can we SoCo though? No, of course it's not gonna OHKO. There's the Iron Head. How much damage is this gonna do? I don't know whether or not we actually do outspeed. That's my main concern. So what I may do now is I may swap out into another Pokemon, just because of how much that Iron Head did. Obviously going into something that resists Iron Head, but how fast is Togekiss? Togekiss is 115, Tentacruel is 138, so we could hit this thing with, I don't know, because we don't really have any, because all we have is like Ghost type and what have you, yeah, so we can't really hit you with anything. Exploud, what's your speed like? You are slower than Togekiss. Golem's slower than Togekiss, obviously. Gardevoir's faster, but I don't know whether or not Gardevoir will be able to take... Gardevoir might be able to take an Iron Head, sorry, so... But then again, you are at full health. What's your health looking like, Gardevoir? 144 out of 177, so... I'm going to risk the Biscuit, and with this, if we do lose Gardevoir, then that means we lose Banette. But I'm going to risk the Biscuit. I'm going to go into Gardevoir, because I don't know whether or not we outspeed. If I had my laptop with me, I would look at base speed and what have you, but unfortunately I don't, so... Please don't kill. Oh, thank you so much. I think that was the best play by me. I think that was all I could have done in that situation, so... Thankfully, we beat Lysandre. Lysandre does go down. We didn't actually lose a Pokemon then, but, you know, we still got the challenge of potentially losing someone in Pokemon X, which is not very fun at all, but hopefully I'm thinking of using Banette and then maybe getting a burn off it, but obviously a Stab Crunch is going to hurt, so I don't know how I'm going to approach this battle with the other team. Wah! Know what I think? Even if there is only a little bit of something, it's still best to share it. Even you managed to use Mega Evolution. That's because Gyarados shared its power with you, didn't it? Not just Gyarados, but of your other Pokemon too. The legendary Pokemon is gone, so you can't use the ultimate weapon anymore, right? You don't have to worry about the future all alone. Shouldn't everyone work together to make a beautiful world? If that were possible, all wars would have ended long ago. I can only see one future. One where selfish, foolish humans think about nothing other than themselves and steal more and more from one another. It's a tragic future. The original purpose of this device was to bring a Pokemon back to life, but the ancient king transformed it into this ultimate weapon. When the legendary Pokemon awakened, it took back much of its energy, its power, that had been sent to the ultimate weapon. There's not much power left, but there is enough to use it once. Gibbs, Sycamore's pupils. The ultimate weapon is a flower that bloomed to no avail, just like me. But this ends here. I will show you what his remaining power can do. Gibbs, sure, let's get out of here. Let's run away. Still don't understand why he did that. Really don't. Now there's just this huge hole in the middle of Geosense Town. Phew, I'm so glad you're all safe. I really respect the courage and kindness all of you showed. Thank you. We all got out in one piece. Are you guys all okay, Tierno? Yep, as you can see, we're doing great, thanks for asking. We worked together to save the Pokemon connected to Star Ones on Route 1110. 1110? 110. Jesus Christ. I mostly left battling with Team Flare to Senior and Dexio, though. Who are those Senior and Dexio you speak of? We're the masked heroes. Don't worry about it, Tierno. We were all doing the best we could to stop Team Flare's plans. Oh, we have a little bit of news for you all. We managed to destroy the machine in Lysandre's lab that was spying on people's holocaster transmissions. So we won't have to deal with Team Flare anymore. Now I can go back to filling up my Pokedex. So, it's finally over, right? We can go back to our adventure, right? Let's go back to Anastar City and start from where we left off. Thanks, Chicans. I respect you as a friend. That's why I want to beat you in battle as your rival. So, at this point... Oh, wait, hold on. If I remember rightly. Yep. A long, long time ago. A very long time ago. How did you get out, by the way? The man made an ultimate weapon. Using it required the life force of many Pokemon. The Pokemon granted eternal life learned this. The resurrected eternal Pokemon left the man's side. The man was surprised and sad. He had revived it so they could be together. Day after day passed, but they were never to meet. Eventually, he became a mere shell of a man condemned to wander forever by the light of the weapon. And a Pokemon that also wanders eternally. Where is it now? What do I have to do to meet it? You tell me, AZ. You tell me. But, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and connect to the internet right now because we do have a WonderTrade to do. Now, depending on what the Pokemon's nature is, will depend on whether or not I actually do trade it off, because granted, if I do want to trade off one, that means I technically have to want to trade off the other. So, say like I get a shoddy nature for my Yveltal, but I get a really good nature like timid or modest for my Xerneas. So, I don't know how I'm going to really approach it, but I'm just going to have a look and see what the natures are and what have you. So, our Yveltal is mild, so pretty sure the last one I got was mild, so I'm just going to go ahead and want to trade it off right now. And obviously I'm just going to turn the sound down a bit because, you know, I only turned it out for the cinematics and everything, so hopefully, I know that WonderTrade has had some problems, especially on Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire as was recently, so hopefully we can connect to someone. If we do, hopefully we connect to someone who sends us something decent, and then I can just add it to the pet, link it to another Pokemon and what have you. Someone from Japan. Can we get an Arceus, please? If we do, I'll actually laugh. Goodbye, Wonder Gabe. What do we get in return? A Helioptile. I don't think we got a Helioptile. Obviously, because I don't have my laptop with me, you guys. I'll look in between episodes and you know, see whether or not we do have Helioptile on our Pokemon Y copy. If we don't, then it's obviously our first encounter and what have you. But that's it from Pokemon Y, you guys. Obviously, I'm just going to say it now. It's going to be a bit of a shorter episode because it's concentrating so much on the battles and what have you. And then I've actually got to go and do some recording with the Mighty Cybens as well. So, yeah, sorry in advance that is a short episode. I just want to, like, get everything out the way. And this actually has to be uploaded today as well. I'm recording this on the same day it's being uploaded. So, you know, a little bit of, fast-paced stuff for me, but you know, hopefully it is an episode nonetheless, and hope you guys do enjoy it. So if you do, please make sure you leave that like button down below for us, and I really hope you guys enjoy what happens in Pokemon X. Now, I may be the obvious one, and like I'm probably not going to be the first one as well, but when it comes to these two legendaries, I definitely prefer Xerneas more than Yveltal, just because, I like Xerneas' design more, and obviously Battlefield and everything is amazing. But I like it. I like Xerneas for competitive use as well, just because it can do so much more, I reckon, than Yveltal. I mean, obviously you can run a physical or special Yveltal. It's entirely up to you guys, but I don't know. It's just I've been drawn to Xerneas more than I have to Yveltal for some reason. It's like because like for obvious reasons. I like the color blue. Xerneas is blue, and Yveltal's kind of like black and red. So, I don't know whether that or not that plays an element into it. It will do. Like, most definitely it will do, but, oh, no. No. I don't want to send a Pokemon to the box. Yes. I thought once we clicked the yes, then that means we couldn't do anything about it then. And then that would have gone to Kaputs, and then probably would have had to start it all over again. Whoops. That would have been bad. Hey Lysandre, how you doing? Grey Gib already beat you, what you doing here? Oh god. I'm not looking forward to this again. I am not looking forward to this again. Once was enough for me already. I don't want to do it again. Do I have to do it again? Can I forfeit? Alright, so the only obvious thing that obviously Mienshao can really go for at this point is acrobatics, because it can't use his stab move on me, so I'm just going to go ahead and burn it. And then, if we do burn it, then obviously that Swords Dance would have been pretty useless, which we do burn it, so fantastic. Now the question is, do I go for Phantom Force, or do I go for Hex? I'm going to go for Hex, because I reckon that Hex is going to do more damage than Phantom Force. Oh my god, that still does damage. Like, imagine if that was a crit, that would have seriously done some... Oh, and the burn finishes you off. Okay, that's really good. Okay, so, obviously, once again, the main thing I'm worried about is that Gyarados. So, do have to swap out because I can't really touch Pyro with the net. So, I'm gonna go out into... Actually, I could use Parasect. I'm thinking about it. I could use Parasect for that, Gyarados, put it to sleep, and then set up an Xerneas. But we're going to go into Salamence here for Pyro here. I don't really see why you carry an unnerved Pyro, but, you know, nevertheless. Carry Moxie, make it mixed or something, I don't know. Should I set up a Home Clause? I think I might actually set up a Home Clause just to make sure that we do hit all our flies. Obviously, the problem with that is I have to swap out, so that would have been pretty much wasted the setup. You know, Fly's still going to do some pretty decent damage, although now looking at that damage, I'm still going to go for Fly. That may have been a mistake, although with the accuracy boost, we should really hit all our Flies, so, you know, Pyro's going down. Alright, now, obviously, next Pokemon up is Honchkrow, so... What can Honchkrow really do to me? As a Salamence, obviously. I'm going to heal just to scout or see what it does. I'm going to go for a Soda Pop. Which obviously doesn't restore me to max, but, you know. Honchkrow shouldn't be able to hit me hard anyway. Nice Lash. That's not a crit, so I can live another one. Okay, good. I'm going to go for another Fly. Because we do outspeed, because Honchkrow is actually quite slow for what it is. So, should hit this Fly, which we do, and then I'm actually going to go out into Parasect now, and then, put Gyarados to sleep, set up a couple of Swords Dances, and then, go for Xerneas. Because, even though I do know it can hit me with an Ice Fang, Parasect is actually quite physically bulky, so, hopefully we can take an Ice Fang pretty well. Oh, the Intimidate! Oh, shoot, I forgot about the Intimidate. Let's just go for Spore straight away, just because it's the only thing we can do. And I really don't like it how the fact that the Lysandre can Mega Evolve, but we can't. It's like, literally, we don't have any Mega Stones available to us, so it's like, kind of annoying. Outrage. I don't remember you carrying the Outrage, but, okay. So what do you have then? I think you have Waterfall, Outrage, Earthquake and Iron Head, because I definitely you remember having Earthquake. That's a given, and obviously you have to have your water type Stab. So I'm gonna say, I mean, you don't have an ice type move, so because obviously if it did, then it probably would have gone for it then. So why wouldn't it go for? Oh god, now we're in trouble. We just gotta hope that it doesn't do as much damage and that actually hits itself in confusion, because that did what, 90 points of damage. So a crit would probably knock us out, but because a crit would do around about 145 damage. So I'm really not looking forward to Gyarados getting a crit here if it does. Thank you, you hurt yourself in confusion. Alright. So if Gyarados hurts itself in confusion, then that will be good, because that means that obviously it's more damage on Gyarados, but that means we can put it to sleep next turn. And then hit it hard with X-Scissor. Okay, good. So you hit yourself. So now we can go for Spore. Or do we just go... No, let's go for Spore. Let's be safe. Let's go for Spore. If you hit yourself again, that'd be great. Yes! Oh my god. Right, so now we're perfect. Because if we really wanted to, we could actually set up another Swords Dance. Which I actually think I'm going to do. Because I don't think one X-Scissor is going to take me out. Even if it is Stab. And probably the most powerful physical bug move that there is. Alright, so... X-Scissor away. Not X-Scissor away. Swords Dance away. And now let's go for X-Scissor. You do wake up. Please hit yourself again, just for lols. Lololololol. It's funny to think how actually when I first played my Pokemon Y Wonder Typelog that I had such trouble with Lysandre, but I didn't actually. This actually like proved really easily, like compared to that playthrough, and then what happened just a few minutes ago with the other team. But no, I actually found that really easily than I thought I would. So we're not going to go through all this storyline shenanigans again just because I went through it last time. So all we're just going to do is, once we get through this, we're going to go to WonderTrade, trade off Xerneas, and then I never actually checked to see whether or not that Helioptile was male or female. Oh shoot. I'll do that in between episodes, so maybe we'll start off WonderTrading on the next episode, maybe, because I was a dummy and I never actually forgot to check what gender Helioptile was, so I'll have a look anyway after. But yo, just look how much powerful this blue animation is. I like the rumble effect of it and everything. And houses are still down. Like, why hasn't someone pushed those houses up? I mean, obviously I don't understand why, because the houses are pretty goddamn heavy. But why hasn't the house at the back fallen? Ask yourself that. And then throughout the rest of the game, that's just one big gaping hole. Never do you try and expand the land. I guess you really couldn't, but, you know, that's just there. Okay, so can you please stop talking to me? Yes, I know we can go back to Anastar City and carry on with our adventure, because we're probably actually going to finish off the playthrough next week. Because thinking about it, what we've got to do, we've got to go through Route 18 and 19, and then we've got to find Wolfric, and then challenge him, and then go through Victory Road, and then take on the Elite Four and the champion. So I think actually, but at the end of this episode, I think we'll have about 5 more episodes left, and then that could be the end of the playthrough, sadly. But I really do want to like go into bigger and greater things during this summer break with you guys, because obviously, as you can tell, I've really been pumping out the content since I finished college, which hopefully you guys are enjoying. I'm like looking at the channel like as I go with every upload, because I know that I mostly do Let's Plays rather than Wi-Fi battles, which the Wi-Fi battles are getting some good support, because I know that some of you like to be on the competitive scene and what have you, so I do know that some of you really do like the Wi-Fi battles, but I just really want to have a Wi-Fi phase until we actually start on the next Let's Play. So, you know, gentle. That lowers... I always get gentle and lax mixed up. I think gentle lowers your physical defense and raises your special defense. But you don't have a decent nature anyway, Xerneas, so we are going to want to trade you off. I mean, we have to anyway, because we want to trade a Yveltal off. Question is, who are we going to get now? We're also going to get an English person. I wonder. Well, an English person or someone foreign, not from Japan or South Korea. My answer to that is... nope. Or someone from Chican. Chican? What the hell is Chican? Chican. Japan, Tokyo. I think I got Tokyo and Japan mixed up, so I just went with Chican. Solrock, I think you're actually genderless, so that's a definite WonderTrade back off for you. And I bet that guy's just like so happy just because he's got, oh my god, I got Xerneas, I got Xerneas. Yeah, well done, mate. It's part of a Wonderlocke. Don't feel special, and that Xerneas isn't competitive anyway, so I would have liked to Pokebank over Yveltal and Xerneas, not just to keep him, just to put him in the Pokedex, because I don't have him. Yeah, Solrock is genderless, so we're going to trade you off, because I know Solrock and Lunatone are genderless, that's a given, but yeah, as I was speaking earlier, you know, I want to have Wi-Fi's, not Wi-Fi battles like daily. I just did the mono ground team daily for, apart from weekends obviously, for a good reason, just to see like how good the support on that was. I know that sometimes people prefer Let's Plays to Wi-Fi battles, or some people prefer Wi-Fi battles to Let's Plays, but I think is this a coincidence, or is it just me? For people who watch the Wonder Tire block will know what I'm talking about. The fact that we just got a Jolteon. Is this a coincidence, or is it just me? Now, because we do have an EV in the alongside Jolteon here, it is obviously Dupes clause and species clause, but because we got Helioptile, well, actually, we do have to want to trade you off anyway, because you're primarily electric type, so I just think that's a bit of a coincidence, because for those of you who don't know, spoilers alert, but in Pokemon Wild Wonder Type Lock, the first Let's Play I did on the channel, we actually, Lysandre's Gyarados actually killed our Jolteon with Earthquake, which I actually didn't think it had, so, you know, I was a bit disappointed, you know, I was all like, oh my god, no, we need a Jolteon, but then a new Let's Play, round about the same place, we get a Jolteon from WonderTrade. I mean, like, how coincidental is that? Like, and then we get an Eevee. Are you kidding me? It's like it wants us to bring Jolteon back from the dead. But we can't. Because this is obviously going to be paired up with Helioptile, so if we want a different evolution, I'm not going to say, like, if we receive one Eevee, then we have to keep one Eevee, because I'm just going to say and throw out there, a couple of you guys might disagree with this, but I'm going to go ahead and say that if this Eevee is the opposite gender to what our Helioptile is, that we can actually keep this Eevee, because I may want to put it into like an Espeon or a Vaporeon or something, and then that'll work well together with our Helioptile, but if our Helioptile is indeed female, then that means that this can be a legal pair, so I don't know, I'm probably going to, like, as I said, I'm going to look through it between episodes and what have you, but, you know, Espeon would be nice to have on the team, and, you know, once it comes to the Elite Four and what have you, then I'll definitely probably make some changes to the team, but that's going to be it for this episode of Pokemon X and Y Soul Wonderlocke, you guys. Just before I actually do go ahead and wrap it up, I do want to finish off my point about the Wi-Fi content that's coming on the channel and what have you, so I'm going to slow things down a bit with the next themed team that I have. And obviously, if you saw yesterday, a new series went up called Sunday Sweeps. Hopefully you guys do enjoy that series. I know I do. But yeah, hopefully you guys do enjoy the Wi-Fi content that's going on at the minute. As I say, I wanna have like a Wi-Fi theme going on just until we start our next Let's Play, because I do want to have 2 Let's Plays going on alongside each other. You know, like we have upload this Let's Play on one day, and then the other one on the next day, and then so on and so forth. It's kind of like what happened on the earlier part of the channel when we had Pokemon WonderTrade and then Diamond Nuzlocke working at the same time alongside each other and what have you, and then each episode being uploaded, each series being uploaded alternatively. So, you know, that will probably be the case of that 2 series will definitely be starting on after this series is finished anyway. And then if you guys like the support on the Wi-Fi content that I'm giving you guys, we'll definitely carry on with Wi-Fi as well as our 2 main series that are going up on the channel. But, you know, I do have a couple of science series lined up, obviously, with Professional's Guide to Pokemon. I know that started up again, Sunday Sweeps, Top 5 Tuesdays. We'll probably have an episode of that tomorrow. It's kind of a broad topic what I've been talking about, and one that I don't think you guys would expect me to talk about, but nevertheless, I think you guys will enjoy it anyway. And then, I do have a secret series in mind. Now, you guys will be the first to know. I highly recommend that you do follow me on Twitter as well for any additional information. But what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try something that, for me, that's a first attempt. That's all I'm going to give you guys. Just a first attempt. So, hopefully you guys, if you guys are excited for that, you can leave your guesses down below in the comment section and what have you. But until I actually like get the stuff that I need and, you know, everything prepared and what have you, then, you know, I will start it. Don't get me wrong. And I don't know whether or not like I'll do it gradually over time. Just, you know, release a couple of videos here and there. But once I have everything I need, then I will definitely start the series. But, you know, we'll just have to wait and see. And, you know, as I said, you guys can leave your guesses down below in the comment section, what have you. But that doesn't necessarily mean that if you get it right, that I'm going to tell you got it right. So, you know. But either way, I've rambled on too long for you guys. So, if you guys have enjoyed this episode of Pokemon X and Y Soul Link Wonderlocke, again, I am sorry it's a shorter episode, but I just needed to concentrate on the battles that we had with Lysandre and what have you. And as I said in X, or Y, sorry, I do need to actually record with the Mighty Slybins, you know, make sure he's got some uploads going on the channel as well. So, you know, but either way, if you guys have enjoyed, please make sure you leave that like button down below for us, because your support is greatly appreciated. And also, if you haven't already, subscribe to WonderTrade for all the latest WonderTrade content. But once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Much more content to come on the channel, and hopefully you guys do enjoy. But either way, I'm going to get up out of here. You guys are amazing. I've been Gib The Great. This is me, signing off.